I think we should eat Big Pauly. He's got lots of bones on his body. We could be feasting for years. Oh, yes, I can feel that flesh sliding off those bones. Come on, Eddie, let's eat Big Pauly.
Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new review. I have just got home from seeing the latest Venom movie, the final film in the trilogy, The Last Dance. I was going to do my review in the car, but I came out of the cinema and it was absolutely crapping it down. So I thought I'd better get home. Funny thing is, it's nice and dry back here. Yes, so Venom. I've really enjoyed these films right from the beginning. I loved the first film. The second film was good. It was entertaining. Woody Harrelson was really good in it. Naomi Harris. It wasn't quite up to the quality of the first film. I felt the pacing was a little bit slow here and there through the second film. It was directed by Andy Serkis, wasn't it? I believe the second one was. And the story was a bit, all over the place. As for the third one, though, loving the trailers when the first trailers came out. This was a fun ride all the way through. As far as I'm concerned, it didn't have any pacing issues whatsoever. Eddie is now on the run after what happened in San Francisco. And there's this big bad villain called Null, I think it is, who's on this other world, the world of the symbionts or symbionts. Yes, and he wants to get his hands on a particular item that is down on Earth. That's all I'm saying. And he sends a load of monsters and symbionts after this, to get hold of this thing. So Eddie and Venom, being wanted by the authorities, decide to go on a road trip to keep out of trouble and to try and disappear, because his face is plastered everywhere. And the road trip segments are actually very entertaining. I mean, what's not to love? You've got Rhys Ifans in a camper van, you've got a venomous horse, and you've got dancing to ABBA in Las Vegas. It's just so much fun. We also have Chiwetel Ejiofor as well. Is this like big military bloke that's hot on the heels of Eddie and Venom trying to capture them. So you've got a lot of military action. You've got lots of guns and you've got explosions. And the third act of the film is really exciting. Lots of action going on. Lots of venomous play. And without going into it, there's a lot of stuff going on screen. It also has more emotion in this film than the previous films. There's a nice subdued little emotional scene in this camper van with this group of this family that are going UFO hunting. And it's actually more emotional than I thought it was going to be towards the end of the film. And it does wrap the story up really nice, but I don't think it's the end of the symbiont story. It might be the end of the Eddie and Venom story, but there's room for more stories there. So I love the music, the use of Queen, the use of ABBA, and the actual score of the film as well. Now, the reason why Lulu didn't come and see this film, she watched the trailer and she thought this was going to be a more sci-fi film, and she didn't think that she would like it. I've got to say, though, yes, of course, it was sci-fi, but I think this film had more Eddie in it than any of the previous two. You know, he was almost in every scene. So I think Lulu would have had a really good time with it. So I hope she does get to see it. I saw it at the IMAX. The picture quality was absolutely fantastic. Crisp, absolutely gorgeous it was. The sound was deafening. And you had a great time in that screening. And you know what you're getting yourself into when you go and see a Venom film. You know, you're not going to see an Oscar winner. If you like the first two films, then you will really like Venom, The Last Dance. But if you had problems with the other two, then it might be worth just waiting until it comes on to free streaming and then stream it. But yeah, had a great time. Really enjoyed it. Definitely want to go and see this again, probably in IMAX. Now, before I went into the cinema, I decided to take a little trip up to Maidstone, which is about another 15 miles from Ashford, where I was seeing it, because I wanted to see if they had the popcorn tins, you know, the popcorn heads and the drinks containers. And being opening day, you know, you think, if I get up there early enough, then I might just nab one. I walked into the door and the girl said, can I help? Because, you know, they won't let you into the cinema even through the main doors unless they find out what you're going there for, to watch a film. Yeah, and I said, Venom, popcorn buckets. She says, we've sold out. And I could see the drinks container, so I managed to grab a drinks container. Just thinking I'm just going to go to the counter and pay for that. And when I had a word with the guy at the counter, I said, have you got any of the popcorn heads? He says, I think we might have a few. I'll have to go and have a word with the manager. Because there was a couple in the display cases. Like I'll put a little video here and you can have a look. So there was one in that case, there was one in another case, there was one up behind the drinks counter, you know, behind the drinks counter. He came back, he says, we've got 2 left. Yeah, we've actually got 4. 2 are already reserved and we've got 2 left. So I nabbed a nice Venom cup, really big one as well, very sturdy. It's got a Venom on the top there, really nice. And we have a logo on the bottom there and a nice black straw as well. And of course I had to grab it. I had to grab the Venom head. Really good quality this is. Underneath, yeah, we've got only in cinemas, so we've got the logo and everything down the bottom there. And you just lift the top up like that and put all the popcorn in, and it's big enough to put your hand in. Now, the only way that he would sell these to me is if I bought the combo pack. I just wanted these. I wasn't bothered with the popcorn or the drink because I wasn't seeing the film at the Odeon. And he said, we can only sell them if you have the combo pack. So I said, okay, all right, give me the combo pack then. And they put them in, you know, the biggest popcorn container that is imaginable, and also the largest drink. And I know what would happen if I took that back to the car. The popcorn would go everywhere and I'd spill the drink everywhere. So I was just looking around in the foyer, found a family queuing up at the desk, and I said, here is a popcorn and here's a Coke. And they were a little bit confused. So I explained to them, yeah, I only come up for the popcorn tins and that. So it's a nice warm bucket of popcorn for you and a drink. So I think they were a bit appreciated. So yeah, so I managed to get those. So really happy with those. I will find a place in here to put these along with the Indiana Jones hat. I've got the Deadpool head, and I've also got the robot from Borderlands. Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely love it.
So there we go. So I managed to get those. Now, going back to the film, on a scale of 1 to 10, if I was to rate this, I would give this a good, solid 8.5 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with this. For me, personally, I think this film is the best of the trilogy. It had more fun in it, a bit more sci-fi with, you know, the symbionts, a lot more action, and there was a lot more emotion in it. So this hit everything for me. And there was a road trip, and we went to Las Vegas, and a good use of music. So yeah, this hit everything for me. Oh, and there's one scene in this film where, due to a costume change, Tom Hardy looked the part for 007. So who knows? Yes, but there we go. 8.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. So hope you enjoyed the little review. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Bob. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.